yeah. Anyway.
I'll be honest, sometimes I feel like the dumbest person in the room. Everyone's out here solving equations, making million-dollar business moves, and I'm over here spending 20 minutes looking for my phone, which was in my hand. But then I found Civilization, one of those games that makes you feel like a genius, until 5 minutes later when you realize you've completely ruined your empire. A game that forces you to be smarter, sharper, and more strategic. And now Civilization 7 is about to drop, and I can't wait to see how it shakes things up. I spent way too many nights playing Civ 6, watch my carefully built empire fall apart because I forgot to build enough troops. From what I've seen so far, Civ 7 seems like it's going to double down on all the chaos and big brain decisions that make the game so addictive. I have no idea if I'll actually be good at it, but hey, that's half the fun! This game, if you don't know it, it's about making big brain decisions, planning ahead, and outsmarting everyone else on the map. If you ever wanted to feel like an actual intelligent guy, thinking about the correct move, doing an analysis and creating good strategies, welcome to the club. Before I continue, if you like this kind of content, like the video, and if you wanna be updated with new stuff, support the channel and subscribe. Civ is basically a crash course in pretending to have your life together. You start thinking you're some kind of genius, and then 5 minutes later, Gandhi, yes that Gandhi, nukes your capital while you're still trying to figure out how a wonder works. It's the only game I have in mind where you can go from being a peaceful philosopher to a warmongering overlord in a single turn. And let's be real, if you're ever gonna think about a strategy to rule the world, this is probably the safest way to practice.
Why you should play Civilization. It's in the game 7.
Problem-solving skills. Civilization is basically a giant game of how did I mess this up again? You've got resources, enemies, alliances, and just when you think you're cruising to victory, bam! Some random dude you ignored for hours suddenly decides it hates you. And honestly, isn't life kind of the same? You think you've got everything figured out, then boom! Unexpected problems, rivalries, and your best laid plans crumble into chaos. 1 minute you're on top of the world, feeling like the smartest kid in class because you aced a surprise test. The next, you are desperately trying to explain your teacher why your homework is mysteriously missing. Again. Except in Civ, instead of homework, it's some guy that for some goddamn reason it's furious at you and wanna kill you, and who's gonna wipe your cities off the map. Yeah, talking about the AI in Civ, it's like dealing with that one friend who always say they are chill, but then goes full rage mode over the tiniest thing. You give them a gift, they love you. You look at the borders wrong and they declare war. If all this was just about smoothly building an empire, we'd get bored in 5 minutes. In Civ 7, the upcoming episodes, from what I've read about the new era system, the game is divided into antiquity, exploration, and modern ages. So each era lets you focus on different aspects of your civilization, so you're not drowning in choices right away, but gradually learning how to rule. Patience and strategic thinking. Civ isn't usually a game for the impatient. You can't just YOLO your way to victory, trust me. I tried in Civ 6 and it doesn't happen unless the difficulty set is shrinked. Civilization forces you to plan ahead, and from what I've read, Civ 7 is going to push that even farther with its new dynamic diplomacy system. Apparently, now every choice you make sticks with you, shaping relationships and alliances in ways that feel real. Imagine you promise a friend you'll help them study for an exam, but then you ghost them and show up the next day acting like nothing happened. Yeah, they're gonna remember. From what I've read, Civ 7 is supposed to make diplomacy even more impactful. So if you backstab an ally or break a deal, it might actually come back to haunt you. If this works, it could completely change how we approach diplomacy in the game. If not, well, then we might just see more AI leaders declaring war for reasons that make no sense, just like it happened sometimes in previous games. Adapting to the unexpected. You think you've got the perfect plan? Civ 7 might just turn around and say,
Yeah, no, try again.
from what I've read, the new dynamic map could introduce weather and seasonal changes that mess with your economy, welfare and city growth. One moment you are on the verge of greatness, the next your army is stuck in a blizzard while your enemies are chill on a beach, getting a tan. I don't like the idea of having sudden disasters, but seasons are more predictable. I like the idea of having to adapt, and every leader should adapt to something, for example seasons, so yes, that could be fun. So yeah, Civilization isn't just a game, it's a brain-bending rollercoaster of chaos, betrayal and accidental genius. It makes you think, plan and adapt like no other game, honestly. The previous episode was super fun, with a more cartoonish art style, I'd say, while this one seems to be going for a slightly more realistic approach. It looks packed with content and I love that. I just hope they manage to make it even more enjoyable. I'm also really curious about the new mechanics, and especially the new music. The soundtrack in the last game was absolutely epic. If you're excited about this game too, let me know in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel and maybe I'll start playing it with you all. So let me know and let's go! Have a nice day!